Senator Braun. Maybe we'll, okay. Well, why don't we move to Senator Gillibrand?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. And thank you for holding this essentially important hearing. I really appreciate the topic. Some 20 million Americans already require long-term care, with roughly 10,000 people turning 65 every day. We will need to fill an estimated 4.7 million home care jobs by 2028. Today, more than 1 in 5 Americans are family caregivers, having provided care to an adult or to a child with a disability at some time in the last 12 months. It's clear that we need to ramp up our investment and improve the availability of home and community-based services and our care infrastructure for many more Americans. That's why I'm a champion of Sorry, that's Maple. That's why I'm a champion of Senator Bob Casey's Better Care, Better Jobs Act and its commitment to a massive care infrastructure investment, as well as my proposal for a national paid leave program. Ms. Tumlinson, how do the diverse needs of older adults and people with disabilities inform the need for improving availability of a wide range of home and community-based services? Does our care infrastructure and workforce meet all the needs from all people with disabilities? Are people falling through the cracks?
Thank you, Senator. That's a great question. It's almost a hallmark, I would say, of our patchwork, undeveloped system, these extreme inconsistencies in access across nearly every facet that you can imagine. So, across states, within states, rural versus urban, racial disparities, age disparities, accessing home and community-based services often can just be a question of, are you living in the right neighborhood, in the right state, with the right set of needs? The averages that we see in the national data, they mask really big differences, and overall just obscure the fact that certain populations are very much being left behind. Rural areas in particular struggle with supply of agencies and providers due to drive time. We see Black individuals using nursing homes that are lower quality a lot more frequently than white nursing home residents, and we see them lacking access to more private pay options such as assisted living. So it's very much a hallmark of our system. The unevenness of the access to services.
Yeah, that's what we've seen in New York as well. We know that again from Ms. Tomlinson, we know that paid family and medical leave, a crucial necessity for workers facing their own or their family's health issues, positively boosts the economy. We know that workers spend the wage replacement income they earn, which leads to further job creation and labor income for workers in various sectors. A widespread lack of paid leave disproportionately affects women, people of color, and low-income workers. Would you please describe how national paid family and medical leave might help address these overwhelming growing demands for caring support and long-term care?
Sure. So I'll just start first by saying that I have personally been away from work for an estimated month out of the last 3, very recently helping my 81-year-old mother take care of my father at the end of his life. And fortunately for me, I have access to paid leave. I'm the owner of the business, so I have a lot of control. I have wonderful coworkers who have covered my work while I've been out, but I am so far from the norm. And we are on the precipice of essentially having to build what I call a caregiving society. And I love what Lynn said earlier: without care, there's no life. I'm gonna use that and quote her often going forward, because this is what we will all be doing soon, whether we are paid or unpaid. We will be delivering care and receiving care. And even if we and when we succeed in making these new investments in infrastructure through the Medicaid program, families will still experience crises and other needs that require their attention. And if we don't have a paid leave, just must be the norm and not the exception, or we're going to just see even more sort of extreme economic insecurity as a result of having to make very, very difficult choices between work and taking care of family members.
Thank you. And just one question for Mr. Kingsmore. Thank you for sharing your experience. Could you describe how investments in care work and Medicaid home and community-based services translates to improved health outcomes?
Yeah, it would be great for both parties, both for the caregiver and the client, as far as money to pay for gas, better training, more opportunities. It would be better for the workforce because a lot of people quit the job because of lack of funding, or they don't make enough money, or the client. So if they had the proper things that they need, I do believe that the workforce would be better off and both parties would benefit.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Gillibrand. Before turning to Senator Braun,